Hey, everybody. It is time for your Browns Friday Fumble.
Fall on it.
Don't try to pick it up and run. My name is Dave.
I'm Dylan.
And that's Chris.
And that's Chris.
And we are here on a Moral Victory Friday.
Woo, this one felt good.
This was actually pretty good. Nobody knew what to expect.
Just lording it over all those northern Kentucky fools.
Because you got to consider, for the northern Kentucky people, they felt confident coming into this one.
Yeah.
Joey B's not going to have a slow start this time. He's going to come out the gate.
He's a Super Bowl quarterback, guys.
He's in a jail cell in Cincinnati, and, you know...
He owns one hell of a Super Mario sweatshirt.
He does. And he does the pledge. He pledges all the time. You know, they thought he was just going to roll over us, that opening drive. I remember the Fox commentators. First of all, AFC matchup on Fox. I don't like it. That's not where
what
we
is
belong.
going on here?
We belong on CBS.
I don't want the anime Myles Garrett yet in the season.
That's later.
That's for game of the week.
Yeah, I also need to know what's going on with my favorite CBS crime dramas. I need some murder victims to explain to my kid what's going on with that murder victim.
There's a goddamn Blue Blood spinoff, Dave, and we don't know about it.
Guys,
because it was on Fox.
I need to know what new 70s TV show reboot Queen Latifah's going to be starring in.
Guaranteed one a year.
Yeah.
Right. They know their audience.
And if it's... So I got to wait till... You're telling me I got to wait till week 2 to find out about the Blue Bloods reboot or spinoff? Or... Yeah. So again, Fox is just like, hey, we got a game show where we stick you in a room full of bees and you got to cook. And I'm like, that's just not my thing. I want quiet, calming murder victim, Queen Latifah. That's my jam.
Yeah. That first drive, what was it, like 15 minutes or something, and then we doubled it?
Yeah. They were like, oh, what a statement. And then the Browns were like, oh, yeah, we could be even slower. And I will.
And Joe Flacco, who could have fathered Joe Burrow, by the way.
Yeah. May have.
Math checks?
Math checks.
I mean,
it'd be tight, but...
Well, the thing I'd like to say from a football perspective here is that much like Joe
Burrow's
Burrow...
kind of got a little Muppet in him, too.
He doesn't have that dog in him. He's got that Muppet.
He's got that Muppet.
I respect Burrow because he looks like the PS2 era graphics facially. Like,
yes.
Yes. So, a very young Joe Flacco sort of pixel.
Yeah, they're working. They only got 128 bits for Joe Burrow's face.
So I found out during this game why Joe Burrow is in a jail cell in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And it's because he and Jamar Chase are so good that they're never going to be terrible enough for Zach Taylor to get fired.
That's it.
And Zach Taylor should really be fired because he's not a good coach. Like, they ran that full drive.
He's a Super Bowl coach, Dave.
Yeah, sure. And Mike Brown was coach of the year.
Finals coach. Mike Brown was a finals coach, Dave.
Yeah. Anyway.
Best
so
coach
it's like
the Kings have had last 2 years.
All right, this is not the C4 pod. They ran the ball quite successfully.
Yeah.
The entire first drive, and I was oh boy. And then Zach Taylor's like, all right, that's enough running for today. And they just kind of stopped. And we're like, oh, great. We won't have to deal with that running that works. And they didn't. And, just throw it into our all-pro secondary, which I believe Jamar Chase or Joe Burrow, one of the two, called it the best duo in the league and stuff like that. And Zach Taylor was like, let's go with the teeth of that.
Yeah.
Let's give Myles Garrett some time to run at our quarterback.
Which What did they? How many yards did they say? Did you say that they had in the second half?
Second half, they had 7 yards of offense.
7 yards of offense. So honestly, I mean, look, we should just get into it now, Dave. Permissions.
Well, yeah, Browns fans. I know we started this with the Moral Victory Friday, and it is. We'll get to the kicker in a little bit, but I'm going to tell you guys, don't let any of, like the Chad who beats you at fantasy football, don't let him tell you that you can't be happy after that game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we lost on a couple of fluke interceptions, 2 terrible fluke kicks.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, you played a good game, and you were 3-13 last year. Maybe you accept that you played a good game and you almost won. Like,
right.
Just think back to some of the stuff that was happening last year.
Less than 100 yards in negative yards due to penalties.
Yeah.
So right there, right off the bat, that's a win for me. That's going directly in the win column. At least a tie.
Definitely a tie. Your quarterback, Joe Flacco. Number one, he's giving inspiration to everyone who's still in their 30s that they may too make it to the NFL. The only thing I liked about Tom Brady was that he was older than me, and as long as he was in the league, I still had a shot.
You still had a shot. Yeah. And so all your insufferable
you're
high school
allowed to
friends.
like Joe Flacco.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, they're going to tell you on Facebook or
They already have.
Threads. If you're Craig Lindahl, they're going to tell you on Threads that
Yeah. You just got to check your notifications. I know you haven't logged in for a while. When you log in, the message is already waiting for you.
Yeah, and I'm not even saying Craig is the one doing this. I'm just saying Craig loves him some Threads.
I'll just wait till I get like a really interesting clickbait thing that's like a little person playing basketball or something on Threads, and I click on that. Then I'll see Craig's messages.
Or you're like, it's a thing about this soda was found to be poisonous when purchased at ...
Right.
They're great at formatting their clipped messages to try to get you over there. Anyway, somebody on Threads is going to tell you, guys, this is all about wins and losses. We should fire Stefanski.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And guys, you don't need to do that. We remember who our quarterback was at the start of last year?
I do.
Yeah. Wasn't Joe Flacco.
We got a whole segment about it later.
Yeah.
I don't want to derail this, but like maybe we should fire Stefanski and hire Marvin Lewis.
He is available.
Right?
He is available.
Well, I mean, was he a Super Bowl coach? We already tried Hugh Jackson, and he was like the Wish.com Marvin Lewis.
Hugh was the quarterback whisperer, and unfortunately, we didn't need that at that time.
We did not. What we needed is a head coach. Guys,
So, you guys, give yourself permission. Okay, you sat through last year, 3-13. Treat yourself a little bit.
Wear the jersey this
Wear
week.
the jersey.
Be proud. Wear
the jersey. Lord it over your annoying ass relatives that live down in Hamilton County for some reason. Or
they say,
or they went to OU and all of a sudden have an affinity for Joe Burrow because he went to high school in Athens.
Right.
Those are not the same thing.
No. Guys, they say that, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. So with the permissions, we're going to give you some forgiving as well.
Have to.
You can forgive yourself for thinking that Raheem Sanders was Shadur Sanders the first time you saw it.
Common mistake. A lot of people made it.
You saw the Sanders out there.
My bad, guys.
You're like, wow, he's going
Forgiven.
He's going to play on the defense until he's ready to take over as QB1.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Look, it's a
They
Sanders
are different
thing.
guys. Yeah.
It's kind of a Sanders thing,
His dad, he came home one weekend, he taught him to play corner.
Yeah.
Draft and stash. Put him in the backfield.
Boom.
Yep.
Boom.
There you go.
how better to learn about becoming an elite quarterback than to defend an elite quarterback?
We have a phrase we say around here at the Friday Fumble: know your foe. How better to know your foe
Thank you, Dave.
than mano y mano?
You really brought that one home.
That's going to
Man
the
to
college
man.
of knowing your foe. That's like university level knowing your foe.
Yeah.
That's like Louisiana State University knowing your foe.
Right.
And
It's like
leaving the state of
5 credits short of graduating.
Yeah.
He,
You do an internship.
he will finish those 5 credits in summer
Right.
classes.
But the only reason he didn't is because he's doing this internship with the Browns.
Yep.
Where he's a cornerback and quarterback.
Well, his dad's
Hey,
got
guys,
connection.
I'm telling you right now, give yourself permission to leave work a little bit early this week.
You know what? It's today now. It's Friday.
It's Friday.
You worked hard most of the week.
Get out of there. You sat
Tuesday-
through a terrible season last year.
Yeah, you can leave a little.
You can do what I do. It's Brown's celebration, moral victory. As soon as my boss, the little green light goes off on Slack, I'm done working. That's
Boom,
it.
done.
Just like
Done.
the Browns want it.
You know what? Send me an email if you really need something.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't pretend that you don't have my number. You'll text me random stuff. Then all of a sudden you lost it.
Weird
I got
names
new
that you
phone,
screen
I
grab.
I put it inside the laundry. It's gone.
Just
I'm
Sign
gonna give
Man
some-
Says memes off of
My man
Facebook.
says, yeah. I think Dan's got the corner on that.
We've got signs, memes, and gigantic asses. That's the 3 things you're gonna find with the sign man.
The trifecta.
To be fair with Raheem Sanders, I was just going off Signman's memes. I thought that's what led me.
You assumed he was in there.
He said that Sanders though.
That's
Yeah, that's
Sanders,
true.
though. Locking up the backfield.
Fans, in addition to the Sanders mix-up,
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and give you permission to pretend to have known who Harold Fannin Jr. was before the game.
Yep.
You can tell the boys at work you had him pegged. You knew he was going to break out. You knew that Njoku was going to teach him well and that he was going to show out this year.
Hey, I'll be honest. Before last week, if you would have said Harold Fannin Jr., I'd be like, Ghostbusters! You know? That's what I thought did it.
I'll even give you permission. I'll go one step further, Dave. I'll give you permission to cherry pick a couple stats from preseason that you can just lay on everybody.
Yeah.
Like you knew Stefanski was going to pull that number.
Bonus permission to you Bowling Green alums. You can say you were in a class with him if you're young, and if you're old, you can say that you took some of the same classes as him.
Mm-hmm. That your alumni group was chatting about him.
Mm-hmm. We saw when he had that game against Toledo, you can make up a stat. You could say he had 160 yards and 2 TDs.
Nobody's going to fact check that.
I don't even think you can. I don't think those records are even on the internet. Like, nobody cares about MAC football. But
If you've been to one MAC football game, you've been to all of them.
You've seen them all.
so you've got that permission.
Yep.
To the Browns players.
Yeah, so
You guys, I know you're watching. You found out, the rookies, you just found out about us. The younger guys, you had a little bit of time where we weren't around. I'm going to say you've got permission to go as fast as you want on the freeway.
if you're driving down 71, specifically I-71 in Medina County,
Yep.
put it to the floor, man.
It's recently repaved.
Yeah,
No construction.
Can I suggest something here, guys?
go ahead.
If you
please.
happen to be anywhere on Som Center Road, just go 70.
Sonam
Yeah.
Center is a perfect place to open it up.
Open it up right there. You go by Solon High School, and if you might hit somebody, but they should know to get out of your way.
This
They
is
should
permission.
know.
We're granting permission. Traffic violations are not counted anymore for you this year because you lived through a 3-13 season.
Yeah. JOK. You have permission to hang out in Africa wearing cool clothes for as long as you want.
Take
I
your
really
time,
want you
man.
to think about things. We'd love to have you back, if that's not going to be your jam, we're cool with that too. I will still follow you for the outfits.
Take your time.
And the inspiration.
Yep.
But take your time. Would it be cool to see you and Carson Schlesinger out there together? Yeah. But
I literally have that fucking dream every night.
Like, don't risk your health for us.
Every night I have that dream.
It's a good dream. And then, lastly, to you parents out there, I give you permission to eat some of your kids' fruit snacks. You bought them. As long as you're not taking the last one, I think you're good. Thank you for the sign. We're working on that this week. One thing I won't give you permission to do is forgive the kicker, Mr. Schmidt.
We got to dig in here.
Andre Schmidt.
We got to dig in here, Dave.
You're hearing that name, you're hearing Schmidt, you're like, oh, there's the letter I is in there. There's a vowel in that name. Nope.
There's got to be a C.
It's spelled Smjdik. The man has no vowels in his name.
How is there not a H? How are you getting to Schmidt without an H?
First of all, I thought this was the kind of thing that should have been cleaned up at Ellis Island. Like, they came into the country at Ellis Island, they told them how it was spelled, and then the guy there went, nope, we're not doing it. If you want it to be Schmidt, it's S-H-M-I-T-T. That's how you're doing it. And nobody did it. How did this get past? That was last name quality control for the longest time, and now we don't do it anymore.
That's what happens when you let people of a certain ethnic background try to assimilate on their own.
Yeah. Now, the big issue that I did a little research, and I've been racking my brain on this research here. Bear with me here, because there is some math.
Yeah.
The word.
Well,
before
we get there, I just want a big shout out to offensive coordinator Tommy Reese on this. I mean, I know this guy, he's got a big task ahead of him. You know, Stefanski's kind of given him a lot of responsibility, but he had to get that stupid name on the back of that jersey last week.
That's true.
And so my hat's off to you, sir.
I heard they handed him the name on a piece of paper, and he's like, hey, you're not supposed to share your password with anybody. So, here's the math I got into.
Yeah.
Extra point as a phrase. 4 vowels. Field goal as a phrase. 4 vowels.
Oh, shit.
Number of letters in the kicker's name, 0. Number of vowels in the kicker's name. He needs vowels. And obviously he was not provided them at Ellis Island. He was not given any in school. So I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to start a GoFundMe. And if we raise enough vowels, we can donate them to Berea. I don't know the NFL rules on vowels, if you're allowed to donate them directly.
There's
a few players on the Ravens that have some extra, but you're not allowed to trade vowels mid-season.
No,
there's vowel cap rules.
Yeah, there are a lot of vowel cap rules.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that. We're going to send them to Berea, and we'll see if they're allowed to use them or not. We don't know yet.
Yeah, we might have to set up a 501c3 for that, but you know, long as we're not tying any obligations on the Browns as a result of.
Yeah.
I think we're in the clear.
These are gift vowels.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want any reciprocity. I don't need consonants back.
No quid pro quo.
A lot of vowels in that phrase too. All right, weekly segment, and we'll see. Much like our original first season, how long this segment will last till we forget about it. Dylan, let's do the Deshaun Watson update.
Let's do the breakdown. You got 3 questions for me, right?
Yes. Question 1, has Deshaun Watson apologized yet?
No, Deshaun Watson has not offered even a hint of an apology to any of the victims, any of the fans of either the Texans or the Browns, nor has he apologized to any of his teammates or any of the coaching staffs.
Okay, that's the same as last week, but it's an important update. Has he sought any religious penance or forgiveness?
I believe that he did thank his Lord Jesus Christ for his arm strength, but no, not in
related to this issue.
Right, exactly. Not in penance.
And again, the last and most controversial question: has he gotten good at football between this and last week?
No, definitively no. He is unable to perform, and officially listed that way.
Okay. What do you think, guys? You want to take a look at this upcoming matchup with the Baltimore Ravens?
Yeah, I think we have to.
I'm ready to know the foe.
Let's do it.
Hey, this is Hugh Jackson, and now it is time to know your foe. Back to you, Dave and Dalen.
All right. Thank you very much, Hugh. As long as Chris has got his issues taken care of out there.
Backdrop here. We're going old school. I don't believe in that AI crap.
Yeah, I don't like the AI crap either, because then you wouldn't enjoy this in 4K, which it may not even be in anyway. But
when I need a backdrop, I just go to my childhood bedroom at my parents' house and I get it done.
I will do something similar next week. I got a Princess Peach one that'll be perfect. All right, starting on the offense. First up at wide receiver, common baking ingredient, Zay Flower. One of 3 aviation-related players on the Ravens. Cleveland DeAndre Hopkins Airport. Popular superhero from the 70s, Rashad Batman. The rare Atlantic storm that I believe sunk Mark Wahlberg's boat, the Lejante Wester. Nobody touches Mom's big tumbler, the Ronnie Stanley Cup. An app that you probably forgot you have on your phone and you probably won't delete it just in case. Joseph Noteboom.
What's Noteboom?
It's an app I invented called Noteboom. You take notes with it, and then you could send them, and then the notification sound goes.
I genuinely thought that I Mandela'd myself. I genuinely thought I had that on my phone.
The podcast is going to end when Dave goes public and becomes a billionaire off Noteboom.
I sold Noteboom. I got a $2 billion valuation. Friday the 14th killer, Andrew Voorhees. One of 2 players on Baltimore that is in the wrong city, Ben Cleveland. This next one is going to date me. I don't know if you guys are old enough even. Center square, Corey Bullock. Right guard.
All those people in Broadway look so familiar, but not at the same time.
Yeah. Again, it does not know what Hollywood Squares is or was.
It's a Brady Bunch.
With news anchors. It's a Brady Bunch with news anchors.
That guy in the bottom right sold me my house.
And the guy right above him is a poor man's Chris Clem.
Oh.
Timu Chris Clem.
The hottest trend right now all over the internet with the young people, Daniel Labubu. does not know what a labubu is either, so I forgive. You have my permission on that one. So, old listeners of the Friday Fumble know that we retained the legal services of Capron, Lewis, and Moore.
Mm-hmm.
Proud to announce today that the Friday Fumble is now... We've now contracted with a new CPA firm, Vincent Linderbaum and Rosengarten. They're going to handle all of our financial stuff. They've already started work on the Noteboom contracts.
Nice.
So. Tight end, Mark Andrews Air Force Base.
2 airports.
That's not all, my friend.
This is a very aviation-based team.
They really are. I mean,
Ravens fly, right?
You think the Jets would be
Ravens
the
fly.
ones, but
Hey, man. Gotta let them fly.
Let 'em
you think
fly.
you think you're going to see the second tight end in this game? I'd say Isaiah's likely. Famous gas station pop, Kohler pop.
Nothing like waking up in the morning with a Kohler.
I love a big Kohler pop. It keeps it so cold. Now, there is another app on your phone, you guys. It's that idle game about barrel making. It's called... Oh, wait. It's called Cooper Rush. You got to make barrels as fast as you can, but then you got to wait for the unlocks.
Yeah.
I apologize for this.
You gotta make the barrels as fast as you can. Otherwise,
it's so frustrating.
your
It's
wife
tough.
will die with your child
Yeah.
by the monster. The bear's gonna eat her.
I agree with the image there, though. I always do better at the game when I wear my thumbless gloves.
Well, with your keys and some pennies on the table as well.
Apparently, I live in a mausoleum with that key.
Apologies for the slideshow snafu. I got the order wrong. But there's also at running back Candy Bar, Derek O'Henry. And then lastly, most famous player on the Baltimore Ravens offense, maybe the whole team. You know, he absolutely annihilated Drake in that rap beef. Kendrick Lamar Jackson.
Wow.
Now we're going to switch it over to the defense.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Ooh.
The vaunted
The
Baltimore
vaunted
Ravens defense. Yes. 30 years of these freaking guys.
Strong enough to kill somebody.
Yep.
Two
maybe.
people, in fact.
Maybe even
Maybe,
two.
yeah.
Nope. There's a second GoFundMe for tape for Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Did you buy me some with your notebook money? Notepad?
Yeah, the Noteboom. Yeah.
Noteboom
money.
money.
Yeah, sorry.
At defensive line, sausage-loving cartoon dog, Nnamdi Marmaduke. The least popular of the Flintstones themed cereals, Aeneas Pebbles. If you get, you got a Whittle Boo Boo, a Dofi Owie. The third type of airport on the team, the Kyle Van Noy's Executive Airport. A lot of private jet traffic. Figurine, Jake Hummel. He came from Springfield College, Trenton Simpson. Another guy in the wrong city, TJ Tampa. Oh no, I forgot to do one for that, so I'll skip it. Where babies come from, Malachi Storks. Sandwich, Reuben Lowry.
Delicious.
I could go. I saw that and I wanted a Reuben.
Oh man, it's gonna be Diamond Deli tomorrow.
Oh, I'm in.
Give a shout out to Eric Brewer.
All right then. At corner, the famous George from Seinfeld, Jason Alexander.
Got to keep that pointer finger protected.
It's really, really swollen. Unfortunately, there were some really good Jerry Seinfeld ones that I couldn't use. Now we're going to move on to the special teams.
Yep.
Punter, an awful tasting beer, Jordan Stout.
Ugh.
No joke on this one. A kicker, not a pervert, hopefully, like their old kicker, Tyler Loop. And long snapper, what a crappy razor will do, it's going to nick more.
Go Raves.
Go Raves. I like the products, the shower and bath products in the background as well. It's a full theme. Guys, thank you for listening.
Yes.
To the roster. Now you know your foe. You're ready for Sunday. One last thing we got to do tonight. We got to predict the winner of this game. I believe I saw, and I will not check it because I can't read on camera without stopping and going like this.
What you got?
But I believe the Ravens were 11.5 point or 14.5 point.
I'll check while you give us
favorites.
a little stuff.
And I believe that I believe some members of the Browns were a little insulted by that number. They felt it was a little high. I don't know if that was the offense, the defense, the special teams. I'm not sure. I'd be kind of mad about that. I'd really like to think that based on the schedule that the Ravens are apparently celebrating the 30-year anniversary of their move from Cleveland to Baltimore, that someone has taken all the screens they have out there in Cleveland and put Cleveland 95 on them, constantly, and just, hammer that into the people that obviously weren't even born in 1995 if they're on a professional football team. Just show it to them. Just show them, hey, Art had a bunch of debt, and he couldn't afford to pay for his own football team, so he got Baltimore to pay it, and he moved the team there. And here's what that meant. Here's how they tanked a Super Bowl season, etc.
And potentially you all are still footing that bill.
Yeah, correct. Because the Browns have been in football debt for all these many years. So yeah, let's watch some let's throw Cleveland 95 on there. I want them to watch it a couple of times a day.
You're correct about that 11.5 point spread.
Okay, yeah.
Also of note is Joe Flacco's return to Baltimore as a Cleveland Brown.
And Muppet.
Yes, and fully realized Muppet.
Fully Muppet at the time
he was not. He had only done a couple of procedures
some
at that
felt
time.
Replacement therapy.
Yeah. Yep. Some felt replacement.
A lot of emotions, and that's, there was once a famous movie starring Al Pacino based on a phrase in the NFL.
Scent of a woman?
Scent of a woman. And everyone knows that if you've smelled a woman, you know how to predict football. And that woman will tell you that on any given Sunday, anything can happen in the NFL.
Heat.
Ocean's 13-point favorites. Anyway.
What do you got, Dave?
There's a lot of emotions. This game is not as cut and dried as the NFL pundits seem to think, as the NFL punters seem to think. I think the Browns are going to come out emotional. I think the Browns' defense is legitimately good. No football jokes there.
Agree.
And I think that Carson Schlesinger is going to be the one to chase around running back Lamar Jackson.
Agree.
And, I don't know if I can put a score on it, but I'm just going to take that 11.5 point favorite thing. I don't think we're going to shut out the Ravens. So let's do the math here. Browns 18.5, Ravens 7.
I disagree.
Okay.
I disagree. I think we're going to have a lot of kicks on the board.
Okay.
I think Schmidt has a lot to prove.
That's true.
I think Stefanski is going to put all of his faith in Schmidt showing up and meeting the challenge. He's going to kick, let's see, 8 times.
8? Okay.
Yep. 9 times. And final score is going to be 27-16. How about that?
All right. Chris, what do you think? Last week, you hit us with a fairly subdued number. And it didn't come to pass, but I think you may have been too conservative.
You guys want me to go out on a ledge every week and say the Browns are going to win, no problem. But again, you guys brought me on this show because I'm serious. I'm a realist, okay? I don't even watch the games. I just make predictions because that's what I know what's going on. And if I got to be dead honest, I'm going to look all the listeners in the eye right now and I'm going to tell you, this Browns team is nowhere near as good as these guys think. They got so many problems on both ends of the ball. It's going to be 21-3 Browns.
What the fuck is going on here?
I'm sorry. Jackson's going to give them at least one field goal drive, all right? At least one.
We let this guy just talk on this thing?
You said you would be on the podcast, and we let you because you have that blanket.
Yes.
I gotta check the contract.
This blanket is older than Art Modell taking the team.
That is true.
Wow.
All right, well.
Shut me right up.
Contracts are contracts. That's all I can say. I'm going to have Capron look at this, though. I mean, he's going to look in detail.
Yeah.
You get your lawyers, when they're done with your note boom deal, look at my contract. And you want to get rid of the realism, you want to get rid of the truth, go for it. But I'm here to tell you, don't underestimate these Ravens. They're going to score at least a field goal.
I think they might get you. You know what? You're persuasive, Mr. Clem. And I'm persuaded in the fact that they, too, came off of an emotional loss last week. They gave up 15 points in the last 4 minutes or something like that, and they might be a little angry, too, and they might have one of those scripted first drives where they march down the field and put in 3 before the Browns really know what hit them. They're going to be riding high on that emotion.
We don't even know which Sanders is on the defensive backfield, so
that's true. There might be a mix-up with that.
There might be one play where the wrong Sanders is in. Next thing you know, Ravens get 40 yards picked up just like that.
Yeah. Well, that's harsh realities of the NFL.
Let's just leave it with one final thought. We got to give the damn thing to Dylan Sampson.
Yeah.
We got to give the damn thing to Dylan Sampson.
Let's do it. Let's give it to him.
We got too many Dylans on this team.
Mm-hmm.
Now, also, listeners, or watchers, viewers, your task for next week, let's say, number one, we're all going to come through and get these vowels donated.
Yeah.
To Andre Schmidt.
Do your part, please.
I need you guys to start workshopping what his last name would be with 3 to 4 vowels in it in proper locations. So let's come up with some ideas and we'll get those presented next week.
It can't be Shador.
No. Or Dylan.
We need some Dalens.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening this week. I apologize profusely for having the Derrick O'Henry slide in the wrong place, but
unforgivable.
I'll have it all together next week. Anything else to add, you guys?
Nope.
All right. Well, go Browns. This has been your Friday Fumble of the Browns. Friday Fumble.
Go team, go.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Partying, yeah, partying.